Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So some of you might have seen Sid Supreme bamboozling me in getting some offers and rank up materials. And some of you might have seen that I actually already have 2 new rank 4s, which were kind of immediate rank ups for Prestige now. I do need to finish up sigging them, which hopefully I will be able to resolve once I manage to somehow grind another 3000 units in the next 8 days. That said though, we do have a new rank for Yelena, and we do have a rank for Dark Phoenix because mine was still at rank 3. Obviously those are big boy prestige moves as well, but I do have a couple more champions that want, need, and have to go up. And one of the things that I have been focusing on more recently is ranking up more defenders. And one of the more current defenders right now is Zola. Now, I do know that Carolina Dean absolutely destroys him, but, you know, every champion does have counters, obviously. And obviously, they're going to be making more counters for Zola. But overall, I do think he's kind of chunky enough, consistent enough to be a solid rank 4. So there you go. We do have a rank 4 Zola now. We actually end up ranking with Catalyst, so I do have a gem as well for additional rank 4. Right. And we will end up using that in very short order. And I was also lucky enough to dupe my Zola from one of my random titans. So there we go. That is a rank 4 Zola. And one champion that might be coming a bit out of the blue that I do want to rank up is Titania. Titania has been doing incredibly well, not just recently, but consistently. And for a while, I wasn't like the biggest fan of her, and I still do have my reservations with Titania effectively sometimes just not working, right? Sometimes it feels like Intimidate is nothing more but a mere suggestion. But with Titania, and especially with the additional rank, I think she becomes ever so kind of easier to use, because if she is at the highest rank possible, you do not necessarily have to line everything up as perfectly with her. So your main goal is just to rush to rank level 3 and then just do your thing. One more thing that I do like about Titania is that from the new defenders, Titania is actually quite a decent option for Dark Phoenix and Zola. And having ranked up these champions myself, you know, I don't plan on banning them much, so I do want to get counters for that. Titania not only takes the Dark Phoenix, the Zola, quite well, she can also do Gentle, obviously, which is quite present. Should be alright at the very least against Nico. She should actually, in theory, be somewhat decent against Yelena, but we're going to have to check that. And then looking at 2024 champions, obviously we do know that Titania can work against plethora of those. She's a solid Enchantress counter. Obviously, she wants no business with Bullseye, but aside from that, she is doing quite well against Onslaught, against Photon. And yeah, she is quite a versatile offensive champion for sure. So now, I do have a rank for Titania as well. As I said before, this does... I mean, I do need to grind for Nodin, then there's going to be one more 3 to 4 gem. But for now, you do have 4 new rank 4s. So I do have my Zola. Let's kick out these oldies. We do have Yelena. Dark Phoenix, which Dark Phoenix I actually want to showcase against Labyrinth of Legends Starlord, because that is a very, very cool fight in the end. And aforementioned Titania. So first, let's just go in and have a bit of fun. But we're probably better off, because I do have Recall Masteries on at this point, because it's off-season and I do want to be grinding Arena as much as possible. Nonetheless, let's just start up with a baby Zola. So I did activate the special 1 lock, and now let us try do the Zola rotation. Still, obviously nobody really uses Zola offensively, but at a rank 4, maybe, if opponent drafts like a Carolina Dean, I do think it would be perfectly fair. Okay, so use that. Whoops, I planned on parrying that. My bad. Let's scratch that. Whoopsies. I swear I would have promised I parried that. But fine, whatever. Let's just go. This is not going to be a great example. I need him to use this, and I should not have thrown that heavy before. But that's fine. That's okay. We're gonna redo this fight. We're gonna absolutely redo this fight. Still, hey, he still did it in 59 seconds. But okay, obviously it's not fast. For a rank 4 with recoil masteries on. So let's do this again fairly quickly. But the base point is you do want to be spying heavies, and that's why Titania Grandmaster is such a big issue. There is an alternate risky playstyle that I've seen people do with Zola, which might be fun to execute in some situations, where you effectively just spam your heavy attack without having the opponent in the corner. Okay, so now, hopefully, I'm going to push him to a level 2. And I do get it. And my apologies for the drop there. But this was much better. This is pardon the interruption there, but this was much better. This is 34 seconds. Hey, he kind of nuked that. That was kind of good. That was obviously kind of good. Then we obviously have Yelena. Yelena as well is mainly defender. We all know what she does, but she can be somewhat decent attacker. Right now, she's a very good attacker. Right now, she's a crazy good attacker in the current meta. But in general, she's obviously mainly a defensive and prestige move. But she was absolutely on top of my most wanted list, so I am very happy to finally... Oh, whoops. Come on then. Need to get itsy bitsy mini more. Now we're gonna be good. There we go. The damage obviously is not necessarily the highest, but, you know, level 1, level 2 rotation. Typically, you probably just want to go 2 level 2s in most instances. More than likely. Because again, keep in mind, these damage numbers are inflated by recoil masteries. And then we have Titania. But of course. So with Titania, the gameplay is ever so clear. Just get to your... Okay, let's stagger that, I suppose. Oops. Come on. Now we can talk. And obviously this is going to be an absolute overkill in the rotation. But the base idea is just spam some heavy attacks after your level 3. And then you can go into Relic and everything else, and everything's going to die. Right. So I'm not going to use Dark Phoenix here, because actually, whilst my Dark Phoenix was rank 3, I like to mess with her offensively. And one of the coolest things about her is, for a longer type content, like Labyrinth of Legends, she actually deals quite a good amount of damage. Now, obviously, she's hard from an amazing attacker. Or more specifically, her defensive value vastly offsets her offensive value in like battlegrounds or most content. She has a few tricks up her sleeve. So let's go for the Star Lord. So this is like 3.4 million health pool. And the entire base idea here... Oh, wait. That was an annoying await, but we don't really care for that. Come on, then. And... Actually forgot what is the max number of charges you can get. Well, I suppose a few more. But okay, that's fine. Don't get smacked too much. So now, whilst I do have my Fury active, I want to rush to level 3. And then the cool thing will happen. So we have obviously started hitting quite decently. That no flames. I'm putting in a wee bit of work as well. So now, go for the level 3. Put on the permanent no flame. And that permanent no flame is locked in with the Fury to be fairly potent. And then, I'm going to build up to level 2, get that Fury back up. And I did mess up for the await, but that's fine. Gonna go for level 1. Build up to level 3. Come on. We do want to kind of rush a bit. Build up to level 3. Again, 50k, but we do get another permanent one. And the Fury was active, so obviously the Fury is giving us a decent chunk in damage. There we go. Oh, whoops, that was not good. That was not good. Okay, now I actually kind of want to just die. You know what? Instead of dying, we might as well drop a level 3 at some point. And then die. Let's drop that level 3. Did I have my Fury still active or not? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's allow him to knock us out now. Oh, look at that, my immortality. Like, oh, it's so nice of all of my health to come back. Well, he has all the permanent no flame. Well, he's completely dead. So in long form content and stuff, he can actually be very, very, very good with recoil masteries. Because it was still under 3 minutes for this entire solo. I probably could have done it even faster. But, you know, with recoils, finishing 100% health quite easily and consistently. Quite like that. So now, my biggest task is for sure to finish up Sigging, Dark Phoenix, and Yelena. It's going to be quite a bit of work. And other than that, let me know who you pulled and who you ranked. But I'll catch you guys quite soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about